Cooper, entering your 4th year for you, man. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm good. I think I'm like being a better leader. I'm showing like all the young guys how to practice for real. So I think that's a good thing that I'm doing going to my senior season.
How do you feel like the O-line's been looking with the full pads coming on here recently?
I think we've been looking good, but there's always room for betterment. So I think we just got to keep doing what we're doing, be a little more physical, and always be like ready to chase the ball and stuff. So I think we just do that, and we just keep doing what we're doing. We should be good. Like we're moving good.
How are you guys being challenged by the defensive line?
I think it's a whole bunch of guys with like different abilities, different sizes, guys that can do like all different things. I don't really think nobody on the D-line the same. I think everybody got their own personal trait and they got their own thing that they're good at. So I think that by us just going against all those type of guys, we shouldn't see like nobody that really can show us nothing that our D-line ain't showed us. So I feel like that's a good thing that we can do. We practice against some of the best guys that we are gonna play all year. So that's a good thing.
Who's giving you the toughest time?
Me and Blake actually been going at it. Like every time we do like one-on-ones or anything, me and him go against each other. Like it be going back and forth. So I feel like me and him we just talk about stuff after like what we could have worked on. Like if he beat me, he tell me what I could have worked on. So I feel like me and Blake, that's something that we do a lot. So I feel like Blake giving me like a good challenge.
Blake said you're a good trash talker. Who on defense can chirp like you two? You go back and forth. It's fun.
I'll say Bane. Me and Bane argue. Like we don't argue, but it be playing. But we talk trash to each other. Like I don't really like blocking for real, but like if I see him like one-on-one with CC and he lose, I'll be the first person walking up talking trash to him. And if he see somebody beat me, he come up to me talking trash. So I feel like Bane, like he the most trash talker on the defense for real.
How do you feel like that helps like team chemistry and all that stuff, being able to mess around with the guys?
I feel like that's good. Like it's time. We always know when it's a time to play. I feel like we know like when it's time to get serious or when it's time to giggle and laugh. So I feel like that's a good thing that we do. We know how to flip a switch when it's time to when it's live and when it's time to go for real. So I feel like that's a good thing. It builds chemistry, let everybody know everybody just ain't serious. People open up, like give people a chance to open up to each other. So I feel like that's a good thing that we do.
What's the funniest thing someone said that's like PG-13?
But the funniest thing?
That you can remember.
I really can't tell you, like, because it really like it ain't for nobody's ears. I really can't tell you. There's a lot of crazy stuff people say around here though.
We talked with Elijah Lofton earlier. What's it like blocking for him when he's at running back?
I feel like Elijah, the best thing, like a big trait that he got, like he get the ball and just run straight. Like he don't really like think about when he get the ball. So I feel like we open up a gap for him. I feel like when he get the ball, he just see the gap and just run straight through it. So that's a big thing. Like Premier Ball always tell us the best way to get like yards and anything on run game is just the straight line. So I feel like that's a good thing that he do. Like we go to running back, he big, he physical, and he hard to tackle. So I feel like that's a good thing that he got. So
I think Mario and Coach Mirabal both mentioned and complimented you for having a really good spring so far on, especially on working on like the little things like finishing blocks. Just how much attention to detail have you been putting in over the last couple of weeks?
I take everything that Mirabal like teach us and like meters and stuff. I try to bring it out here to a practice field and use it so I can show like all the young guys that like it could be done. Like it ain't really hard to do. So I feel like Mirabal teaches me a lot of stuff that I come out here and use. He really like helping me improve on my senior season. He teaches me a lot of key techniques that I really like ain't know before. Like if it's some stuff that I'm stubborn about doing, he makes sure I keep like staying on my same track and doing my same techniques. So I feel like him holding me accountable, he really helped me a lot this spring. So I feel like it's a good thing.
How helpful is it? Like, you look at basically every other position, like there's been turnover, at every other position coach besides O-line and Mario, obviously since you've been here. How helpful is it having the same guys? You build a relationship with, who've been teaching you the same fundamentals and everything for 4 years now.
I feel like that's a good thing that we ain't gotta go and build a whole bond with somebody new. I feel like Mirabal, I feel like he been to me since I was in like high school for real. That's how long I feel like I've been around him. I feel like that's a good thing. We don't have to change coaches and be around the same person. You build chemistry with him. You already know what he want before he even said. Like it been stuff that he'll come out into me and he'll say something that like me, Matt, like CC, all of us already know what he finna say. So I feel like that's a good thing that we've been around the same coach. Well, my 4 years since I've been in college, I feel like it's a good thing that I've been around him. And he taught me a lot of stuff, so I feel like that's good.
And I think one of the guys who the coaches have mentioned as a standout so far in spring has been Tommy Kensler. How have you seen him kind of grow?
Yeah, Bruno, he been good. He just like he know now that like he can be one of the guys. Like he know now he got the mindset that he really can play and he really can be out there with the ones. So I feel like Bruno just keeping his mindset going. He can do anything he want to do. I feel like Bruno good. He got good technique. I feel like his mindset, like if he keep it the way it is now, he should be playing. So I feel like that's a good thing that Bruno got now. That he get old and he learning that like he really like can compete with us. So I feel like that's a good thing that Bruno got.
On your side of the ball, got to replace a lot of production, a lot of leadership too. Who do you feel like is stepping up this spring to kind of take on some of those leadership roles?
I feel like, well, he haven't been like practicing or nothing, but I really see like C.J. Daniels, he do a good job like keeping the wide receivers in track. He been here early in the morning, like 6 in the morning. He had all the receivers here over there catching the jugs. He probably over there catching the jugs right now. But even though he ain't like practicing or nothing, he do a lot of make sure guys know what they doing. He know what he doing for all the wide receiver positions. So I feel like CJ was a good pickup, and I see him come lead when he get back healthy and start back playing. I feel like they're gonna be a good leader that can help him.
Anyone else, other positions impressing you?
Yeah, I see you on Wesley. You got Bain, and the safeties you got Z. So I feel like all those guys on the defense, instead of just being one leader, I see like 3-4 leaders. So I feel like that's a good thing that the defense got going on. So I feel like that's good for them.
With the safeties, you gotta be, when you say Z, you gotta be a little more precise because you got Zaquan and Zachariah.
I'm talking about Zachariah.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah. Yeah, he good.
Any other questions for Coop?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.